Goddessgang Tarot, and I'm Lily, coming back to give you a message for the collective, and we are going to get started. I feel led to come and do another reading, so I'm just going to start getting them out when I feel the nudges to do so. Okay, thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, most high. What are the messages that we need to know right now? What is the guidance or clarity that we need to know right now for the collective energies? What is the message or the guidance that we need to seek or know concerning our situations for the next 24 to 48 hours? Thank you, ancestors. One more. What is the messages? What are the messages? What are the messages, Spirit? Oh, that popped right out. King of Cups. What are the messages, Spirit, that we need to know right now? Death. Rebirth. Six of Wands. Okay, I think that's all we need. We have the Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and the Three of Wands. I'm going to be clarifying these messages with the Wild Unknown Tarot. Okay, so I see the overall energy is the Four of Wands. This could be about a housing situation, a celebration, something to do with a home, getting a new home, or a family. This could even have to do with a celebration around a marriage. Okay. So someone could be celebrating getting a new home. There's a lot of passion and love and energy in this new home. It's almost like I'm getting a new lease on life. I'm also here feng shui, so you could be decorating your house and coming up with color schemes. I see different color schemes, and using earthy tones, and also more colors that are either neutral or more bright. Nothing, steering away from anything that's dark. I see somebody likes all black, or likes either black walls or black upholstery. I feel Spirit is saying to move towards more bright colors to liven up your home. Okay. And the first card we have up is the King of Cups. So this is about somebody who is in love, somebody who's very intuitive, very artistic. This can be somebody who is a poet. I'm gonna see somebody can also be into singing bowls. And I feel like somebody can also be going to the beach to take some time to themselves. Okay. Next up, we have the Death card. So this King of Cups can intuitively know that something is over, maybe an old way of life. This person could be spending some time in meditation. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, going through a transformation of some sort. This could be a man or a woman, whoever's in the energy. And I feel like this person, whatever is coming to an end, you're having success at with the Six of Wands. So somebody is having success at ending something. I think maybe this could be the closing of a house, the sale of a house, the closing of itself. And I feel like this person had a couple of houses to choose from, and the house that they picked, they're in love with it. And they feel like they're getting a new lease on life. Maybe a house could have burnt down, or you could have lost your home in some type of or tsunami or some type of natural disaster, and now you finally found the house that you want, and you're leaving the past behind, and you are opening new doors and making new memories with the house that you're in. And with the Ace of Swords here, this is the truth. This is about the truth. Somebody speaking the truth, somebody living in their truth. Like I said, I think there's a lot of meditation going on, and a lot of contemplating, and a lot of preparing. Somebody could be doing the calculations for how much it's going to cost for the closing, the down payment, how much it's going to cost a month, the mortgage, the property. And last time on my reading, we were doing someone was balancing their checkbook, so you could still be continuing to make sure you keep your finances in order. Okay, the next card we have up is the Hermit. So somebody could be discovering something, discovering the truth about something, and they're now bringing that situation to a close because it's something that they found out. They saw this truth intuitively. They know the truth about something maybe that happened in the house, and they went within. Somebody could have even been depressed about the situation, maybe depressed about having to leave this house or the memories that they had there. I feel like a grandmother, grandfather energy, or you guys, you and your family grew up in a house. There's a lot of memories and a lot of memoirs connected to this house. Like the kitchen was like the center of this house, or the backyard where you might have grown like trees and apples and oranges and stuff like that. So when you lost this house, or somebody could have made you lose this house, or something was connected to like this family house, like Big Mama's house. See the movie Soul Food, and you guys had to give up the house and just let it go, and all the things that were connected to it. Okay, with the 3 of Wands here, I feel like you're waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe you haven't gotten a house yet, but you found it and you're just waiting to get your finances together to get this house. You're just waiting on a couple more to receive a little bit more money, or to get a little bit more money together, or you could be waiting on the person who is making a decision on whether or not they want to give you the house. So I also saw under the 4 of Wands, I saw the Hangman. So somebody could be stuck right now. Maybe you're stuck waiting on the close on the house, or maybe there's other people who want to buy the house and you're trying to, like you're on the edge of your seat trying to figure out if you're going to be the one that's going to get chosen for the house. But you're trying to practice moderation and temperance of your emotions, because you really want to move on with your life and be successful in this new house. It's like you already got attached to it. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. First card we're going to clarify is the King of Cups. Spirit, why is the King of Cups here? Okay, one more. Spirit, why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here, Spirit? Okay. And we have the King of Swords. So you could be in two different minds. You could be very emotional on one hand, and in the other hand you could be using, it's like you're having a hard time balancing your emotional side and your logical analytical side. Somebody could be a little anal about certain things, like as far as math and the numbers and having an accountant, and making sure that everything is on point as far as if you're going to be able to sustain this house, and or how much the money costs, or every nook and cranny about this home situation. You want to make sure that everybody can pull their weight. Okay. Yeah, you want to be fair, like everybody pays equal amounts. You could be moving in with roommates could be all moving into one big house. Something about school, maybe you guys are going to be living off of campus and you're going to choose to get one big house instead of living on campus because it would be cheaper. Okay. Okay, why is the Death here, Spirit? Okay, somebody's walking away. The 8 of Cups. Somebody's walking away. Okay, so maybe that could have been a backstory. You were living in a house with like roommates or family members, and I feel like these family members like didn't pay their rent. Nobody was on time with the rent. I feel like the house was always a mess. Maybe like they didn't keep the house clean, and you're like a neat freak, or you are very anal about how things are supposed to be done where you live and sleep. Lay your head. Even as far as people coming over to the house, I feel like people are just like taking advantage of this house. Maybe it was only 1 or 2 people paying the rent here, and everybody else was just taking advantage, like just not pulling their weight, living beyond their means, trying to keep up with the Joneses. And there was a lot of dysfunction in this house. So I feel like somebody is making a decision. It's like you don't want to tell people that you're going to sell the house, I feel. And I mean, because that means that everybody's going to have to get up and find somewhere to go. And some people don't have anywhere to go. Some people don't have jobs. Some people don't know how to live on their own and support themselves. It could be a lot of codependent people living in this home, and you are the one that's carrying most of the weight, like you're the king of the castle, and you're getting tired of carrying your weight. And I feel like this is what you're telling the people that live in this house, that you live in this house with, or you are planning on, because you're depressed and you're sad and you're up all night and you feel like you just want to go live on your own. You don't want to carry the burden of taking care of anybody. And I feel like you're going to hurt a lot of feelings when you speak your truth with the Ace of Swords here. But I feel like it's necessary because it's starting to affect your health, I feel. And yeah, with the Six of Wands here, you're going to have success. When you do speak your truth about this, it's going to lift like so much weight off of you. I could just feel like, even right now thinking about it, like I felt like stressed. I felt like my throat chakra was closed. I felt like nervous because there's a truth that needs to be spoken about you wanting to move on and carry on with your life. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles here, you don't want to work on this anymore. You might be also leaving a job. Yeah, something that you don't want to work on, you don't want to invest on, you don't want to maybe put any more money into this house, because I feel like the house is also could be old, or something is up with the house anyway, like leaky faucet or busted pipes, or there's too many things structurally that need to be fixed on this house, and you're the only one that's really coming out of your pocket, or you're the only one who has enough money to pay for it, or something like that. There's some type of stipulations with this house, so I feel like you're moving on, getting your own place. Okay, next we have the Mother of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so there's could be a mother. It could either be your mother or your child's mother, or it's just could be a mother or your wife who is very greedy, and I feel like she doesn't pay the rent, or like you give her money to pay the rent and she goes out and buys shoes and clothes and makeup and jewelry and liposuction, and there's something about that. Maybe she could be a stay-at-home wife, and maybe that's why you feel stuck about this living situation, because you don't know how to tell her, or you don't want to ruffle feathers. But I feel like you are very like smug right now, and it's like you're trying to be nice, but you also want to be fair and analytical, and you want to also speak the truth about this woman who is very greedy. Somebody could be own their own business or have a business, and this woman or this wife or your spouse or counterpart is greedy and selfish and doesn't think about, the big picture. She just focuses on herself and what she wants. She just wants to have success with whatever she wants. I could see this woman, I feel like somebody has like a bigger closet space, and somebody is like, you have like this much, and then she has like this much of the closet space, and it's not organized, and it's just like you don't even like going home because of the energy that is inside of this house. Okay, with the Ace of Swords, clarify the Ace of Swords, Spirit. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Yep, we got the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak. So you could be heartbroken about finding out some truth about this woman. I think that this could have been either your wife or your, domestic partner, or this could be a sister or anybody who you were sharing this house with. Somebody is going to be heartbroken. Like I said, somebody's not going to like this news. Somebody's not going to like that you've had an epiphany and you had a change of heart and you're ready to speak your mind and speak your truth about the situation. And it's like it needs to come to an end. You can't take it anymore. You're getting ready to walk out, but you don't want to walk out and just say F everybody and leave them with like no lights and no electricity. You want to try to speak to this person or these people that you're living in this house with or having some issues with this house with in a fair manner, but it's like you have to pull your sword out and just get real and get buck on them, because they're not understanding what you're trying to say about like spending money, being greedy. Focus more so on the materialistic aspects instead of the more spiritual or the realistic aspects of having a home. And I feel like somebody's heart is going to be broken about this truth about that you're going to speak, or that you found out. Maybe you could have found out that somebody was stealing money out the bank account. Somebody was sneaking money and putting money to the side, and they're watching you struggle and support a whole family, and they're watching you pay the rent, and they could care less. They just were focused on themselves. They weren't working. I feel like this person doesn't work. They're probably like a stay-at-home mother, or whoever stays at home while the other person is working, and they're busting their ass, and they're, leaving this person like your health is debilitating, you're depressed. You come home, all you do is go to sleep. You don't even participate in anything in the house because it depresses you. So that's why you want to walk away. You're ready for this to be over. Spirit, why is the Hermit here? Oh, that's too many. But what did we get here? Yeah, somebody's making a judgment. They want to heal the situation with the Emperor. Somebody has to make a choice. Somebody's making a choice to heal the situation with the Emperor, with the Father. Yeah, so somebody knows that the time has come, and even though it might hurt somebody's feelings, or even though this person is heartbroken because they don't want to have to leave, it was like you had so much time to get your shit together and they didn't want to do it, and now the time has come for the doors to close. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is about the new beginnings in love. But something I feel happened in this house. Somebody cheated on somebody. Somebody was caught with like the gardener, the pool boy. Somebody is not excited about this new beginning in love. This could have even been like a situation where you just got married, or you just moved in, or you moved too quickly with this person, and it like quickly ended, and you saw something about this person that broke your heart, and you love this person, but you feel like it's time to go. Three of Wands, Spirit. Why is the Three of Wands here? Three of Wands, Spirit. Why is the Three of Wands? Okay, yeah, Two of Cups. You thought this person was your soulmate. You were waiting for your soulmate to come in. You thought you were going to have success. Oh, sorry. With this person. But maybe you found, maybe this situation was going on for a while, and maybe you fell out of love with this person a while ago, and you were already planning on leaving to go towards a new love. Maybe that's where you're going with this new house. You're just waiting right now. You're just stuck, just trying to balance out because you're maybe waiting for some money to come in. Yeah, and then we have the Two of Cups here again. Two of Cups. So maybe you're waiting to go have growth and expansion with somebody else, because the person that you were dealing with, maybe they could have cheated on you. Maybe they were stealing from you. Where did I put that? Yeah, this person that you were living with, this woman, I feel like was very greedy and manipulative and trying to get over on you, and you saw the truth of the situation. You went and did some research. The Hermit is about going within and finding out something, and you found out that this person who you thought was your ultimate love maybe wants to walk away from you secretly, so you try to beat this person to the punch, or maybe you could have tried to save money to leave out of this house so that you wouldn't be left in the dust, to move on with somebody else. Yeah, somebody was watching, spying, trying to hurry up and do something before the other person did it. Okay, we're going to get some messages from the Angel Oracle. Yeah, so this situation is over with this love because something was found out about some money. Somebody's being selfish, being greedy. Somebody is too materialistic, and somebody is tired of somebody, always with their hands out. And then on top of them being that way, they're also a cheater. Like, this person could have probably did you dirty, and you took the steps to go save your money. Spoke your truth. You got in your car. You're going to move on. If you haven't already done it, you're getting ready to. Okay? What is the Angel Oracle message for this reading, Spirit? What is the Angel Oracle message for this reading? What's the Angel Oracle message for this reading? What's the message to it? I'll take this one. It's sticking out. Peaceful resolution. Okay, yeah, so you guys could something I hear amicably, irreconcilable differences or something like that, or amicably you're going to close out the situation, and maybe you guys are just going to split everything out down the middle, or you guys are going to take, everybody's just going to take what was theirs, what they own, and nobody's going to try to get over on anybody or take something that doesn't belong to them as they leave. You guys are going to part ways with your own stuff, whatever you came, and that's what you're going to take back, because the truth is out. And now that the truth is out, it's like nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. And I think that this person who did wrong kind of actually feels bad about it now. But I feel like they're only sorry because they got caught. You know, if they could still get away with using and abusing and inviting people over the house when you're at work and you're like slaving away at work to come back and provide for this person, and they were stealing from you, being greedy, having other lovers and stuff like that. And you thought that this was the person that you were probably going to spend the rest of your life with, but, you know, God had other plans, and now you're ready to face the music and walk away and go find something better. Oh, that's 3. Solitude. Yeah, you're coming out of solitude. Like I said, the Hermit card here, you were in solitude, and you were really contemplating what you wanted to do about the situation, about speaking up, about what you know about this person, what you found out. You're coming out of solitude now. Discernment, yeah, but you're using your discernment. You knew that something was going on. You knew that this person was doing something sneaky behind your back. And hope. There's no hope in the situation. There's no resolution.